Hey, how you guys doing? So we're gonna go over the 6th episode of Love Live Superstar Season 3. This one is called Treasure. Of course, in the last episode, the girls came to Shanghai to figure out what's going on with Cuckoo, and they basically learned that Cuckoo is in trouble and they need to perform in the Shanghai Fest in order to save her, which, of course, stems from the problem from the last season where we learned she might have to stay there because of her parents. But anyways, if you want to watch the full episode, you can go find it on Crunchyroll. So let's go ahead and go into the episode. This goes to a flashback where we see Cuckoo. She's going to be in school, and you see that she is very smart. She is on top of the class, and she does very well academically. And a lot of people are like, wow, she's like the best. She must be studying so hard. It must be such a pain. And you can see that seems to be what her focus was at that time. And you can kind of see that she feels a little empty inside based on this scene where she did well, she studied hard, and she's doing to make her parents happy. But she herself, is she happy? And you can see that no, there's something missing. So we jump back to present time where we see Moon saying that they need to save Cuckoo. School idols have actually become popular. They spread through Shanghai, and her parents want to see her perform, and she's hoping that will invigorate Cuckoo as well as her parents to keep it so that she can still be a school idol going in the future. This is their opportunity to show what school idols can do, and this could make their parents be willing to accept the fact that she doesn't have to go to university in Beijing. The next day, we get to see that Wian is going through a buffet, and she finds a lot of food that she's really excited about, which has curry, which, man, that curry looks so good. I could definitely go for some curry right now. But it's interesting to see this cuter side of Wian, not so cold anymore. But the girls are discussing the fact that what should they do? They were just told that they need to help save Cuckoo, but it was Liella asked to perform, not them. And they are not Liella, they're Nuella. So the girls just say, we should probably just enjoy our time here and let them figure it out. Of course, for Cuckoo, she have to think about all the things that she needs to do. We get to see that there's the pamphlet for top universities in there. She also gets a note. And that note was saying that her parents are there for her no matter what. They, of course, are proud of her for managing to do school idols and studying, but of course they gave her that pamphlet suggesting what they want. Cuckoo then goes out for a jog, and while she's there, she encounters this board that talks about Shanghai school idols, and that makes her remember way back in the day when she first got into them. So she was busy studying, and what the heck? So we get to see a picture of her whole family. We get to see her, Mung and her mom. We're also going to see a face of her dad? What? What happened to this love life? I thought you weren't allowed to do that. They're breaking the rules. I guess they're... Oh my god. This shouldn't be this earth-shattering, but here we are. Apparently, she has a dad. And he has a face? Holy crap, what a new concept. But we gotta go, and it's the following day. Cuckoo's walking along, getting ready to go to school, and she sees this really nice, pretty dress, which make you think about school idols. And then after the day for school is done, the girls are walking by, and they're having their bubble tea, and then a board goes off. What happens on this board? Well, they get to see school idols. Wow, what has this happened before? But we have Sunny Passion, and of course they're going to be doing their one song that they have, Hot Passion apparently, and they're 8 seconds of animated because they can't be bothered to animate more than that. You know they have more than one song, right guys? They have 2. So sucks to be those rivals, but of course this is where she got inspired and like, oh, I'm gonna learn more about these school idols. So much so that fact that she gets surprised by it and she drops her drink, but don't worry, her friend catches it. But this inspires her to go and learn more about it. She does some research and she's like, oh, these are so cute, I want to do that too. This invigorates her where you can see that she changed her get up and she goes by the dress and looks again, and this is where it all started. Neat transition, by the way, but this is where she decided, I want to become a school idol. So we go to the rest of the girls, and they're trying to figure out who's going to be the center for the next performance, and of course they decide it's got to be Cuckoo. And of course that makes sense, they're in Shanghai, that's her town. But let me just say, I thought it's kind of nice that in Superstar they've been confirming centers a little bit more, but they're also making that part of the story, which I think is nice to have. So of course it's like, alright, she's going to be center, and Cuckoo's like, okay, yeah, you know what, I agree guys, I should probably be that. But here we have Sumire with her wife radar going off, and it's like, I detect something's off. But Cuckoo tries to basically shrug it off. It's like, no, I'm happy and I can't wait. But, you know, you can try to hide your sadness behind the happiness, and Sumina sees right through her. But then Cuckoo decides to go to not her life, and Kanon comes here, and Cuckoo ends up crying, where the girls start discussing about what is bugging Cuckoo. So they go to a cafe, and Cuckoo ends up telling Kanon that she couldn't tell her parents how she feels and how she still wants to be an idol, but she's really happy that her parents gave her the opportunity to go to Japan and become a school idol, but she knows that they want her to go to college. So she decides, in order to make them happy, she's going to go to the college in Beijing. And you can see that she's saying that would make her parents happy. But you can see from the expression that she has that she's saying that not because that'll make her happy, but it'll make her parents happy. And it's kind of like, it feels a little defeated, where it's like, I guess that's the right thing to do, but I don't really want to do it. And that's kind of that mentality, and you can see from her face that's how she feels. Kanon, of course, is super optimistic and saying once they watch you perform, they'll switch their minds on this, but we have Cuckoo saying, nah, that's not going to be the case. Then we have a short flashback where we have Moon talking to Cuckoo right before she decides to go to Japan, and she also cares about her. I was expecting to see more from the scene, but not really much. That was basically what happened. So we jump back to present day, and we're getting right before where they have the Shanghai Festival. We get to see the crowd. There's a lot of guys here apparently. Who knew they could exist and they can draw guy faces? But we have Cuckoo arriving to the scene, and she tells her parents that she's going to do what they want. Her parents don't react or make sounds or move, but I guess her sister reacts, and she's like, no, why you do this? And Cuckoo runs off and runs away from her problems. So we have the Liella girls. They are, of course, excited to see these girls perform. In fact, even Wien seems to show some excitement, where she bought some sticks, like, you know, I came to Shanghai, I might as well watch them. But Tomoya's like, aren't they the enemy? And then it's like, Wien's like, how the heck did you put that against me? That's my line. But anyways, it looks like the girls are excited to watch the rest of the girls perform. So then Sumina asks her wife, so are you actually going to go through and go to college in Beijing? Of course, she doesn't want that. She says, I want to see you perform on stage. I want to continue being a school idol. We have Moon running to Kanon, because we need Kanon to solve all the problems. So she tells that Cuckoo what she did and ran away after telling what she wanted to do. And she's like, Cuckoo finally found her passion, her sunny passion. And of course, Kanon comes to the rescue. So here we have Kanon. She's going to run, and I don't know, I thought it was something stupid. You can't spell Kanon without 911, or, you know, basically, not 911's in Kanon. I don't know. I didn't think this one through too much, but here we go. Kanon coming to the rescue. She's got her ambulance lights on, and she runs to Cuckoo, and she is telling her, like, what the heck are you doing? Are you really okay with this? You're just lying to yourself, Cuckoo. I know you want to be on that stage and continue being an idol, but Cuckoo's like, no, you don't understand. And Kanon tells her, you know, if you like something so much, is there really an end to it? And you can kind of see that Cuckoo's like, wait, what? And you can kind of see almost a light bulb flash in her head. Kanon tells her, you know, I'm going to do what I want to do, and you should do that too. Even if it's going against what you parents want. She's going to go to Vienna, and that's really far away, and that's taking a big risk. And you should do that too. And we get to see the rest of the Liella girls watching by on the side. Kanon gives Cuckoo a hug and saying that I'm going to help you out and make sure that you be able to do what you want to do. So here it is. Kanon is the solution once again, at least for this episode. Not every episode, but definitely this one. Kanon then runs to the rest of the Liella girls, and we're going to do the one thing we can do now. And Wien's like, oh no, don't tell me what you're going to do. They're going to get them involved, aren't they? So she's a little annoyed. But we go jump to the rest of the girls. They are in their outfits, which kind of cute outfits, honestly. It almost feels like a little doll kind of outfit. And the girls are preparing to perform the live. Then we have Kanon running over, and it's like, guys, give me a minute. I'm going to bar the stage. I'm here to save the day. So Kanon goes on the stage with the rest of the girls. And, wow, they changed really fast. And, wait, why don't they even have outfits like these anyways? Were they expecting to perform? You know, almost part of me was expecting these girls to have the same outfits as the rest of Liella, but I guess they didn't, because how would that even happen? It was assumption that these girls were going to perform, but I guess they just had these outfits on them for some reason. So, okay. But anyways, the girls then go and talk to the stage, or they're Tomokanote, Liella, whatever, and they were speaking Japanese. Does this crowd know Japanese then? Okay, so they go and talk to the crowd, and they're saying that we need you guys to call out for Cuckoo and encourage her to come to the stage. So the crowd does that. I guess they can say Tong Cuckoo, and everyone's like, yay, and all that stuff. So then Chisato has the idea of, hey, why don't we perform everything together? Wouldn't that be something special? Wait, what? Okay, so I guess the idea is like, oh yeah, we can go perform in it, but A, they don't match for outfits, and I'm assuming they're not going to magically transform into those outfits because this idea came out of nowhere. 2, do they even know what the song is? Do they know the song lyrics? Do they know the song choreography? And even if they did, they certainly weren't performing with those girls in mind. And of course, when you add more girls, the choreography changes because it's a different number of people. So that's not something you can just do, because they're not even part of your group. So I'm assuming they don't know the song, they don't know the choreography, and I'm assuming they didn't perform both different number of people for the choreography. How? Does that even make sense? I don't know. I guess the Love Live thing is to have them all perform together, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. And then May and Ren are like, but they're our rivals. Why would they even do that? Like, Wien wouldn't want to do that, but her. We're in Shanghai after all. What the frick does that even mean? How does that explain anything? Anyways, Chisato go run to the stage and gives Kanon a hug and is like, let's sing together. And Kanon's like, what? How? What song were you singing? But don't worry. Cuckoo runs to the stage, Suma calls out her wife, and Cuckoo's like, I'm here guys, we're going to perform all together. What? So she goes and says, you know, I'm school from Shanghai, and she starts speaking Chinese, which I guess the crowd is Chinese now, or they both know Japanese and Chinese. But anyway, she goes and explains that everyone on the stage is her beloved treasure, explains what the name of the episode is, and then we go into the song. So without further ado, we have Zettai Teki Lover by all of Liella. 'So that was Zettai Teki Lover by all the girls, and there's a few things I want to talk about. I think the stage looks pretty nice, but the one thing that really sticks out is the fact that these girls were using different outfits. Take a look at this. So we have the Liella girls, which of course, there's no logical explanation why they should have all the outfits for the other girls unless they just carry extras that just happen to fit them. But it just really sticks out as a sore thumb. We've got really different looking outfits. Maybe those are just fancy dresses and they just happen to have it and they're just going to perform in it. But I don't know. It looks weird. Lore-wise, I guess I get it, but I don't know. Anyways, the choreography looks nice. There's a bunch of nice stage effects. It was nice seeing these girls interacting, even though, aren't you enemies, Wien? You seem to act all happy with the rest of the girls. But the stage looks nice, the effect look nice, the outfits work. And I like this scene here from the live. There's a lot of nice moments in here. The song's kind of mid in my opinion, but it looks nice, and I think overall it's a nice experience. So that concludes the song, and everyone's really happy, including her sister. And then Cuckoo decides that she wants to make an announcement to her mom, dad, but I guess everyone, and that she wants to remain being an idol, and she really enjoys this, and she wants to continue her dream. And that, of course, makes her sister very happy, and she tells her parents that, which they don't respond or move, but they're there. Yay. But we get to see that Cuckoo sees that, you know, this is something that she wants to continue. And I found this kind of nice. When you get to see, when she looks in the stage, she sees kind of her old self in there. The one that was excited to be an idol, the one that fell in love with what she's doing right now. And she's seeing like, oh, this is the dream. Of course, this is just an illusion that she's seeing, but seeing herself in the crowd was kind of, I don't know, I think that was kind of a nice symbolism that we had there. But we get to see that Cuckoo is really happy right now, and that she has solidified herself that she wants to continue being idol. And that will conclude the episode. We have Liella put across that building, which I'm guessing they didn't do that for other groups, but sure, they have that ready for them anyways. So next up, we have the preview for the next episode. The next episode is going to be called To Defeat Liella. So we get to see a few things here. We get to see Natsumi, she's got some things on her. I'm guessing Shiki's making her do high knees or running in plays. We get to see Tomari have a big expression, reading his books, which I think the other one says espresso. And then we get to see the girls, they're wearing some nice outfits, onesies for some reason, and having a potluck or something. We get to see Kinako doing something at a shrine. I don't know if she's doing anything important. And then we get to see the Noella girls happy with the subtitles saying To Defeat Liella. I don't know, I just found that kind of interesting that they have them smiling there. Then we have, of course, that little short at the end. It's called Kanon's latte art. Not much happens. The basic gist is this. Kanon, she makes a latte art of Manmaru. That's her owl that's in her cafe. She sends a picture to everyone else. And Rand's like, oh my god, can you do one for Chibi? And all the girls were decided that, oh, sure, let's go all come over. So they come here, and then Chisato comes in late with takoyaki. But then the rest of the girls go inside to make some latte art. And, well, here, all of them here, you can pretty much guess who did what. And that's the short. Wow, very crazy. Anyways, so that is the episode. So, a few things I want to say. Cool that we got to go to Shanghai. I think the story beats that we had, where we talked about how Cuckoo became a fan of idol. I guess she got to see Sunny Passion. But I think the struggle she had is relatively realistic one that a lot of people do end up going through, where when they come to the late years of high school, it becomes a question of, do I do the thing that my parents want? Do I want to do the safer, more reasonable route? Or do I want to chase my passion and my dreams and see if that can go through? Of course, Cuckoo, had fun. She did her thing. But for most people, they do not get the opportunity to chase their dreams and do something that's really cool. And they often just end up, once after high school, it's like, alright, it's time to grow up and do the responsible thing and go to college and get a degree and do boring stuff after that. But here, we get to see Cuckoo was trying to be the reasonable adult, I guess, and do the thing that her parents want. And a lot of people do end up doing that. But with the encouragement from kind of Sumina, not really, but we have Kanon, the savior of a lot of episodes in Superstar, comes through and reminds Cuckoo that, you can chase your dream here. So yeah, the unfortunate part is that Kanon is kind of the solution here. I was kind of hoping to see Sumina do that, especially because, Sumina cares a lot about Cuckoo, and, they can kind of be a bit of a ship. But the most she really did is saying, like, hey, is this what you really want to do? I want to see you on stage. And the words did stay with her, but that really wasn't enough of the push that got her over. It was Kanon who got her to come onto the stage and got a bunch of people to cheer for her. So in this case, yes, it's very much Kanon who saves the day. But I still thought it was nice to see the growth that we have Cuckoo there. She wasn't just the goofy girl in this episode, one that's just fighting with Sumine, and seeing some of the symbolism we had there, especially towards the end. I thought it was really neat to see Cuckoo seeing herself on the stage. I thought that was kind of nice to see. So overall, in terms of resolution, I thought it was pretty nice. The song was okay, and that's kind of a feeling for a lot of the songs in this season. So it's kind of looking like, song-wise, I'm not that crazy about this season. Like, I like the ending song. Opening's pretty decent, but the rest is kind of like, Bubble Rise is alright. Special Color is pretty good, and Zettai Teki Lover is okay. Of course, we're only halfway done, so there's definitely more time for more songs to come through, but I'm getting a little meh about that. But in the end, for this episode, I think it was kind of a nice episode overall. There are some things that I assumed that were right and some things that I assumed were wrong. I guess we don't really know if her sister was an idol beforehand. The outfit she wore made me think that, but I guess maybe that's just a generic high school outfit. But some idols that you would see basically just wear the school outfit anyways, because they don't want to be bothered to make better designs. I don't know. But it makes me wonder, why is she so invested in her sister and being a school idol? That really wasn't answered. We just know that she is. So I guess we'll have to see why. I don't know if that ever will be answered, but at least looks like that Cuckoo has now the resolution that she had been wanting, and she got the push to continue to pursue her dreams. So of course, as always, let me know what you guys think about this episode in comments below. I know I had the long-winded discussion towards the end, but I am curious to see what your opinions on this episode in the comments below. And of course, as always, I do have a poll, link in the description below. Please do participate and rank the girls from 1 through 11, where 1 being your favorite and 11 being your least favorite after this episode. And we'll see how it goes. I guess Kanon's going to be number 1, Cuckoo 2, maybe Cuckoo 1, Kanon 2. Maybe Sumina gets a little boost, but that's at least what I'm expecting. But maybe at some point we'll get Kineko some love. But I'm curious to see how you guys feel about this episode. How does this change your opinions on Kanon, Cuckoo, Sumina, I guess? And I'm curious to see how you guys feel about Moon Moon and her role in here. Do you like Moon Moon? What's your feelings about her? You guys should hear all about that in the comments below, and let me know what you guys think about this song as well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.